Welcome back, students. Today in this class we are going to learn about class 10 polynomials. Class 10 polynomials. So already in this polynomials we have completed 3 classes. So this will be our class 4, class number 4. In this class number 4 we are going to learn very important two topics. One topic you already learnt in your 9th class, that is splitting of middle term. To find out the zeros, and second one is relationship between zeros and coefficients of quadratic polynomial. So these are the two what you are going to learn in this class. Okay, so next, so splitting up of middle term. Okay, so here ax square plus bx plus c, this is the general form of a quadratic polynomial, and I am, for example, I am taking 6x square minus x minus 2. So we will try to split this quadratic polynomial. Okay, just recalling how to factorize this polynomial using splitting of middle term. Okay, so here if we carefully observe, what is a is 6, and what is b, so we don't find any number for x, so we have to write 1. So here you have sign minus, so minus 1, so b is minus 1, and c is minus 2, right? So now what we have to do, we have to just multiply a and b. So a into b. So multiplying, sorry, not b, c. A into c. Okay. So this one and this one we have to multiply. So a into c is nothing but 6 into minus 2. So what is 6 into minus 2 is minus 12. Okay. Now middle term is nothing but a b. Our middle term is nothing but b. So b. So b we have to split in such a way that if you add this, suppose if you are taking x and y, right? So if you add these two, x plus y, you have to get back b, and if you add these two, x into y, you have to get a into c. Okay. So what is b we are having here? Minus 1. So minus 1 we have to split into two parts. So we have to get 12. So we can take 4 and 3. 4 3 is a 12. So because we are having minus 1 here, so bigger number among 4 and 3 should be negative. So minus 4. See, if we add these two, minus 4 plus 3, what we will get? We will get minus 1. If we multiply these two, minus 4 into 3, we will get minus 2. So this is nothing but b, and this is nothing but a into c, right? So this is how we split the terms. So now b should be written as minus 4x and 3x. So 6x square minus x minus 2. So 6x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 2. Okay. So from these first two terms, we can take something as common. What we can take? We can take 2, and also we can take x. 2x is the common term. So what is left over here? 3x minus 2 plus, if you take 1 as common, 3x minus 2 from these two terms. So now in these two terms we have 3x minus 2 as common term. So what is left over here? 2x, and left over here is plus 1. So this is how we factorize the given quadratic polynomial. Okay. Now we will equate these two terms individually to 0. So 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So 3x is equal to 2. If it comes to right side, it becomes plus 2, and x equal to 2 by, if 3 comes to right side, by 3, 2 by 3. And if you take 2x minus 1 plus 1 equal to 0, 2x is equal to plus 1, if you take to right hand side, minus 1, x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So we take them as alpha equal to 2 by 3, and second 0 is beta is equal to minus 1 by 2. So this is about splitting of middle term, okay, to find out the zeros of the given quadratic polynomial. Okay, hope you all understood. This is just a revision what you have learned in your 9th class. Okay, so next we'll go to relationship between the zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. See here, we are having the values of a, b and c. A is 6, b is minus 1 and c is minus 2. A is 6, b is minus 1 and c is minus 2. And what we got, alpha and beta? See, alpha is 2 by 3, beta is minus 1 by 2. 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 2. Can we establish any relationship between a, b, c and alpha and beta? So we will first try to add the alpha and beta, some zeros of that quadratic polynomial. That is sum of zeros of quadratic polynomial. That is nothing but alpha plus beta. Okay, what is alpha? 2 by 3 plus what is beta? Minus 1 by 2. So if we simplify this, what we get? LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. Okay, so 2 by 3 into 2 by 2. So here plus into minus is minus. So 1 by 2 into 3 by 3. Okay, so what we do here, 2 2s are 4, 3 2s are 6, minus 1 3s are 3, 2 3s are 6. Okay, so now the denominators are same, 6, 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1, 1 by 6. So sum of zeros is 1 by 6. If we compare this to ABC, what we can do? CA is 6, B is minus 1. Okay, so in the numerator we are having 1. Here B is minus 1. So if you multiply B with minus, so here I'll write minus B by, at the denominator we are having 6, that is A, minus B by A. That means what we will do, minus B is minus 1 by A is 6. So minus into minus 1 by 6. So this is how we can say that sum of zeros of quadratic polynomial alpha plus beta is equal to minus B by A. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus B by A. This is the first condition, rule, right? Next, product of zeros. product of zeros. That is alpha plus beta. What is that alpha we have? 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2. So 2 by 3, the product is multiplication 2 by 3 into minus 1 by 2. So plus into minus is minus, 2 on the 2, 3 to the 6. Okay. So if you observe C and A here, what is C? C is minus 2 and A is 6. C is minus 2, A is 6. Clearly we can write that as C by A. What is C by A? Minus 2 by 6. So therefore we can easily say that product of zeros alpha into beta will be equal to C by A, right? So these are the two relations between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. Okay, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Okay, next. Here is one question. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square plus 7x plus 12 and verify the relation between the zeros and its coefficients. So first we need to find out the zeros using splitting of the middle term. Okay. So the quadratic polynomial is what we are having, x square plus 7x plus 12. So here A is 1, B is 7 and C is 12. Okay. So first what we have to do, A into C. A into C is 1 into 12. What will get 1 into 12? 12 only. Okay. So now B is 7. We have to split 7 into 2 parts where we have to get 12. So easily we can say that 4 3 is a 12. Okay. 4 plus 3 is 7 and 4 into 3 is 12. Okay. So splitting of terms, x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to x square plus 4x plus 3x plus 12. Okay. In these first two terms, take x common, we'll get x plus 4 plus 3 common, x plus 4.
Daddy.
X plus 4 common, so we'll get here x plus 3. Okay, equate this x plus 4 to 0. So you'll get x equal to minus 4. X plus 3 equal to 0. X is equal to minus 3. That means our alpha is minus 4 and beta is minus 3. Okay. And now we'll go to the relationship between the coefficients and zeros. So what is alpha plus beta?
Daddy.
Alpha plus beta is equal to, alpha is minus 4 plus minus 3. So that becomes minus 4 plus into minus is minus 3. So minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7, right? So what is alpha plus beta? We will take minus b by a. So what is b? B is nothing but 7 by a is nothing but 1. So minus 7 by 1 is minus 7. So we can say that alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. This is the first one. Second one is product of zeros, alpha into beta. Alpha into beta is minus 4 into minus 3. So minus into minus plus 4 3s are 12. So what we have to do here, C by A. What is C? 12. A is 1. 12 by 1 is 12. So therefore alpha into beta is equal to C by A. Okay. So this type of questions we have to solve like this. Okay. Here is a practice question for you based on that previous one. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial f of x equal to 6x square minus 3 and verify the relationship between the zeros and its coefficients. Try to solve this problem. If you have any doubts, post in the comments box. Right. The next concept is finding quadratic polynomial when sum and product of its zeros are given. Okay. That means here A 1 by 4 minus 1. 1 by 4 is nothing but sum of the zeros. That is alpha plus beta is equal to 1 by 4. And product of zeros alpha into beta is minus 1. For this we have a formula, quadratic polynomial equal to 1 by k into x square minus x into sum of roots plus product of zeros. This is the formula. 1 by k into x square minus x into sum of zeros plus sum product of zeros. So just we have to substitute these values, that's all. 1 by k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta is 1 by 4 plus alpha into beta is minus 1. Okay. So if we take 4 as LCM, what we'll get? 1 by k into 4. Here we'll get 4x square minus x plus into minus is minus 1. Right. So our polynomial will be, we can take 4 out, 1 by 4 into 4x square minus x minus 1. So this will be our required quadratic polynomial. Okay. So you try to do the same for this second question. B, sum of roots is, sum of zeros is root 2 and sum of the product of zeros is 1 by 3. Okay. And the last concept, finding an unknown when sum or product of zeros of a quadratic polynomial is given. Question is, if the product of the zeros of the polynomial ax square minus 6x minus 6 is 4, find the value of a. Here, product of the zeros is given as 4. Okay. So, solution, our given quadratic polynomial is ax square minus 6x minus 6. And product of the zeros of polynomial, that is nothing but alpha into beta is given as 4. And find the value of a. We need to find out a, right? So we have, in the place of a we have a only, in the place of b we have minus 6, and c is nothing but minus 6 again. Okay. So we have product of zeros alpha into beta equal to c by a, right? So product of zeros alpha into beta is given as 4 is equal to c is, we have minus 6 by a is a. We need to find out a. Just a cross multiplication. What happens? this becomes a is equal to 6 by 4. A is equal to 6 by 4. You can cancel by 2. 2 3 are 6, 2 2 are 4. So a is nothing but 3 by 2. Okay, so these are different types of questions what can be asked in your exams based upon the relation between the zeros of the quadratic polynomial and the coefficients of the quadratic polynomial, right? Okay, so we'll continue the next topics in the next class. In this, if you have any doubts, try to post in the comments box. Okay, all the best. Thank you.